Hey guys, welcome back. So, in part with Ineos building a backroom staff at Manchester United, like after completing their takeover, there has been some discussion that they would be looking to hire a new manager for the club with names like Southgate, Thomas Frank, and the Zerbi being put on a shortlist. Today's video isn't going to be about any of them. All right. It's going to be about someone who used to be on the shortlist when the rumors first started. And I haven't really seen his name as much recently. But that man is none other than Chelsea's and Brighton's former manager, Graham Potter. Now, Potter currently has a bad rep because of his stint in Chelsea. And a lot of that has to do with the team not scoring enough goals. In my opinion, Chelsea fans have wrongfully blamed him for this. And let me explain why. But in order to do that, let me just briefly define what expected goals is for the people who might not know what it is. Because expected goals, or XG for short, measures the quality of a shot by calculating the likelihood that it will be scored based off similar shots taken in the past. Now, XG takes everything from distance and angle of the shot to the pattern of the play leading up to the shot into account. So in general, it's just a really good attacking statistic to show how many goals a team should have scored based off the chances they created. So when Chelsea, under Potter, scored 6 goals from an XG of 18! 18! Do you understand how ridiculous that is? That is not the manager's fault. That is simply players missing chances. And there are numerous articles covering Chelsea's inability to convert chances under Potter. And when you're not scoring goals, everything, and I mean everything, becomes so much harder. Defending is harder because now you're committing more men forward trying to get a goal, leaving your team stretched and vulnerable to getting hit on the counter. It becomes harder to play with composure because you're trying to chase a goal, the clock is winding down, and you're not confident in your own game plan, so players start taking matters into their own hand. They're playing Hollywood balls, they're over dribbling, just all in an attempt, like players are losing composure all in an attempt to get a goal. And it's just harder in general to play football like that. And I can already hear people saying, oh, it's an XG of 18 from 15 matches. That's not really good. Listen, I'd like to tell you that scoring one goal makes it so much easier to score more. Let me explain. Say you're playing Brentford and they're sitting in a low block. Nice and compact. It would be very difficult to break them down because they aren't like giving you any space to work with, right? Now, what do you think happens if you score against them? Like, say you score like a lucky goal off a corner or a well-worked set piece. You get a goal from that. What do you think Brentford will do now they no longer have a point to protect? They will come out of their low block and they will start pressing higher and playing more expansive because now they are chasing the game. And when they do that, they open gaps in their defense, which now means for your own team, it's a lot easier to score because now there are more spaces to exploit. So that XG of 18 in 15 games could be a lot higher if they were just taking their chances. All right? Okay, now at Manchester United, this really wouldn't be an issue because United already don't create that many chances, like especially for our striker. But he, like many others in United, have found a way to get a goal just based off the fact that they're all ridiculously talented. And all Potter really has to do with this United team is to give them some attacking structure that isn't just attempt to play the ball out from the back and then hoof the ball to either Rashford or Garnacho on the flanks and ask them to just figure it out, And the thing is, we know Potter can do that because we've seen him build a pretty good attacking unit from his time at Brighton. Like, even if you don't want to agree with me about Chelsea being a decent attacking unit, you can agree that his Brighton teams were very good attacking units. In fact, the Brighton we see today was built off the foundations that Potter had laid during his time there. And if you remember as well, I guess, maybe it's a thing that follows Potter, if you will, those Brighton teams, they had issues finishing chances as well. And that's because they didn't have a world-class finisher or even a really good one. And even when they finished high, like I think their record finish for the club was 9th. Even when they finished 9th, those teams, like that team still underperformed their XG. It still did. And this is just talking about them creating chances. I haven't even touched upon the fact that Potter teams play really good football. Like, they're comfortable in possession. Even at Chelsea, you could see like they were getting comfortable in possession. And they were constantly able to build out from the back and get into good attacking positions, which is something Manchester United seem incapable of doing. All we do is treat the ball like a grenade and keep hoofing the ball in hopes that one of our wingers can conjure up something, or Bruno's can conjure up some type of Hollywood pass, or Rasmus is just bulldozing his way to find a way to get a goal. Like, okay, let me chill. My point is, I think Potter would be a great fit for this Manchester United team because he's a manager that is known for having his teams create a lot of chances while being comfortable on the ball. And Manchester United, on the other hand, are known to struggle in possession, whether it's playing out from the back, having a pattern of play to fall back on when a team is sitting in a low block. We just really struggle whenever we have the ball and like it's not in transition. However, we keep finding ways to score because we have talented players. Potter can come in and fix the issues that we have in possession and help us create better chances regularly and not just off counter attacks. And we'll score a lot of goals because this would also be, quite frankly, the most talented and clinical group of attackers he would have managed in his entire career. So, yeah, this is why I think he'd be a good fit at United. And to clarify, I'm not saying he's like the absolutely perfect man for the job. What I am saying is we need to treat him with respect because he's actually a very good option for the job. That's what I'm saying. If you're asking me, like my number one pick, let's get by the way, right? My number one pick for the job would be Nagelsmann. Like that's my own perfect pick, right? But I am curious to know who you guys think would be a good manager for Manchester United. Because when I'm scrolling online and going through the forums and stuff like that, it seems like everybody's kind of split on who they want. So let me know down in the comments below who your pick is to replace Ten Hagg if he gets fired, obviously. And let me know what you think about Potter. Have I been able to change your mind, or you're still hard stuck on what you believe on Potter not being like a decent manager? And yeah, if you made it this far into the video, you can like the video. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll be back next week, Wednesday, with another video. All right, peace.